Continue to question three men this morning who've been arrested in connection with the murder of off-duty soldier Lee Rigby. The 25-year-old drummer was killed in a terrorist attack in Woolwich last week. The two suspects were detained at the scene of Wednesday's murder after receiving medical treatment. And here to talk more about how the emergency services cope with such high-profile incidents is Martin Berry from the College of Paramedics. Welcome to you. Thank you for coming in. Just how different is it dealing with a public incident of this nature when there are aggressors at the scene?
It's incredibly more complex, and it requires work from across all the emergency services to pull information and work together. And we're very fortunate in this country that the emergency services do share a lot of information at the earliest possible opportunity. When the call taker receives the call, even if it's gone through to the emergency service, if there is a concern about scene safety, the police are immediately informed and are designed to arrive and deal with the scene at the same time. And obviously in a situation like the Woolwich incident, the police would have ultimate control of the scene and to make sure that everyone is safe. But we have to work together, and it requires a huge amount of dedication and professionalism across all the emergency services to ensure that they do the best job under these incredibly difficult circumstances.
A major judgment calls to be made. You know, how soon do you go in? How do you go in? What are the first things that you do?
Absolutely, it's an incredibly emotive topic as well, because obviously at the heart of every paramedic is the ultimate drive to want to get in there and help that patient. However, you also have to balance that of your own safety and what am I going to be able to do if I end up being incapacitated as well as everybody else. And this thinking is brought at a very early stage in a paramedic's education, being able to look at a scene dynamically and being able to make those judgments, often at a moment's notice. There's no easy answer, which is why through a paramedic's education, as well as having classroom learning, they spend a lot of time working with frontline mentors, because a lot of these skills are picked up through experience, and you can't often learn that in a classroom, but it has to be part of their education.
What about the moral dilemma, though? You arrive at a scene and potentially there is a fatality which is caused by the other people that you're having to attend to. I mean, what goes through a paramedic's mind that you're saving someone who has taken life?
I cannot deny absolute horror, to be perfectly honest, but you learn to put all emotions to one side. I speak on my own personal experience of being a paramedic. You just learn to focus on the problem at hand and how you can best treat that patient. And sometimes you need to remove yourself from the dynamics of what's going on and just focus on your patient, and trust the other staff and the other emergency service workers are there to keep you updated with what's going on around you.
I suppose your only thought is to save life.
Absolutely, has to be.
Whichever life that may be. Thank you very much for coming in, Martin Berry. Good to speak to you. Charlie's here now. Just take us through what's coming up.
Good morning to you. Well,